Hi, my name is Tanya and I love to explore and travel. If you've ever seen any of my videos, you might be wondering a little bit more about me, my background, and what has led me here. So join me for this very special episode where I go through who is Nomadic Noms. I was born in a small Texas town to a lower middle class Mexican American family of 5. From a young age, I've had a big imagination and a passion for the world around me. My interests have always been split between technical problem solving and creative expression. As a child, I loved bringing my dolls to life and considered a career in ventriloquism for a while. I also spent time as a child inventing mathematical games, counting and rearranging the change I got for my allowance. My love for math led me to dream of going to a big academic school like an Ivy League or the like. One day someone told me about a school that specialized in math called MIT. At the time I was led to believe the M in MIT was for math, but I later determined it actually stood for Massachusetts. Around middle school, going to MIT became my goal, and I spent all my time trying to get the best grades I could and padding my resume to not only get into MIT, but to get enough scholarship money to afford to go. I had a pretty musical family. Both my brothers played in high school band, and I had every intention to follow in their footsteps. I decided to play saxophone and at the time considered becoming the first female saxophone playing president, inspired by Bill Clinton. In high school, I spent pretty much all my time from dawn till dusk at school, either in the band hall or in my math and science teacher's classroom working on schoolwork and math and science competition practice. One year, our high school jazz band was invited to New York City for a special jazz music conference, and I fell in love with the place. The lights of Times Square dazzled me, and I vowed to one day live in New York City. In high school, I also was able to get into summer programs through financial aid, including math camp and a minority engineering camp at MIT. Math camp was my first time away from home alone for so long, and it really gave me the independence I needed to make it on my own. The MIT camp in Boston took me further from home than I had ever been, and I fell in love with Boston. While in high school, my parents divorced, and my mom and I moved into a small apartment together. My mother became a real role model for me during this time because she not only took the change in stride, she also decided to go back to college to get her degree. By the time I was applying to colleges, I lived in a 2-person household, supported by my mom's secretary's salary, and with both household members dealing with college tuition. This, combined with my academic accomplishments, put me in a great position to receive financial aid. I applied to MIT Early Action and got in before most people were submitting their first college application. Going to MIT was one of the hardest challenges of my life. I tried to continue music in college by joining the concert and jazz bands, but it was nearly impossible to find time to work on my music. While at MIT, I fell in love with aerospace engineering and dreamed of becoming a true rocket scientist, if not one day an astronaut. My hard work in undergrad paid off, and I was accepted into graduate school at MIT. At the start of grad school, I thought I wanted to be a professor, but by the time I graduated, I knew I wanted work that was a little more flexible so I could have personal time. After getting my PhD, I took a job working for a small company in Denver, Colorado, working on small rockets. Although the work was interesting, the location and structure of the company wasn't for me. I took a leap of faith, left my job, and spent the next year looking for another job. I was lucky enough to be able to crash with a friend of mine in New York City in the process, and eventually found work at a small startup that makes light sensors in New York City. I got to live my dream, working and living in New York City, but my desire to explore and be creative still weighed heavily on me. In October 2017, my now fiancé Ahmed was preparing to travel to Egypt for his sister's wedding and showed me a travel vlog in Egypt by a vlogger named Travelite. At first I found the idea of a vlog silly, but then I found myself binging episode after episode. Seeing my curiosity piqued, Ahmed suggested I start my own travel vlog. With little to no vlogging or video editing experience, I was hesitant but decided to film my next trip to Denmark over the Thanksgiving holiday with my smartphone. During the holidays, I slowly learned to edit the video, and at the beginning of 2018, I published my very first travel vlog. After 2.5 years, I have built a community of nearly 300 subscribers, and I am loving the creative outlet my vlog provides me. It is difficult to travel with a full-time job, but I take advantage of the flexible schedule working for a startup allows me, and I try to squeeze everything I can out of every minute of travel. What is next for Nomadic Noms? I couldn't quite tell you, but I hope that includes more exploring and growth as a creator. I couldn't have done it without the support of my loved ones and subscribers, so thank you for getting me to nearly 300. Curious to know more? If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when new videos are available. I plan to be making more content even in this pandemic, so I hope you join me.